Fellow lost souls, wanderers, adventurers and heroes. Many of us have found ourselves trapped in Barovia, imprisoned by the mists. The devil Strahd has incarcerated us here, and the only way out is to kill him, or die in the attempt. So, welcome to Barovia. The land is cursed, and now, so are you. That's annoying. Well, I'll keep talking.
We should be
because
good
maybe
now.
that will fix it. Hey,
I
was
hustling too much and missed the unmute.
No, you did wonderfully. It was my fault, I'm pretty sure. Welcome everybody to our Curse of Strahd campaign stream session 18, which feels like a lot.
Oh no.
We should have seen this coming. I like how, as human beings, we just kind of like, well, let's see what happens.
Do we want to do like introductions while we wait for Debbie to unfreeze?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie, the DM, and today I'll introduce our players. Say hello to excruciating Elise.
Oh God, we've wound all the way back to the bad.
Is Adam in
adjectives.
charge?
Yeah, Adam's being you.
Yeah.
Amazing. How's the British accent going? Pretty good.
No, it's going pretty good. I think it's gone better. I don't know what the determining factors are here, but right now, I don't know.
Marvelous. Fantastic. All right. My internet is being a real dick. I apologize. I'm out of options of how I know how to solve the technical problems. So let's crash on. I'm Debbie. I use she, her pronouns. I'm your dungeon master. How far did we get with the excruciating Elise introduction?
That's it.
She didn't dignify
actually,
it with
yeah.
a response.
Well, you logged on right then too, so I figured
I messed it up. Well, in that case, please say hello to excruciating Elise.
Hello. My name is Elise. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Mink, who is a Firbolg paladin, and his pronouns are he, him, his.
Wonderful. Please say hello to Abysmal Adam.
Hi, everybody. Abysmal Adam here. Pronouns they, them, or he, him. And I play Teddy, the satyr dragonborn paladin the hard way, whose pronouns are he, him, his.
Wonderful. Please say hello to Lamentable Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena, and my pronouns are she, her. And I play Mari, who's a tiefling rogue, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Very good. And last but by no means least, please say hello to Great Galway.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name's Galway. Pronouns are he, him, or they, them. I play Diota, the elvish artificer, whose pronouns are they, them, and who currently really, really wishes they were somewhere else. Also, Lena, as a note, it sounds like maybe you're coming through a different mic now?
Well,
I'm
it doesn't
not-
sound right. I will say that.
Yeah, your sound quality
Okay.
massively changed.
Also, so we get excruciating, abysmal, and lamentable, and Galway gets great.
Yeah, right?
I
Debbie
run
is frozen and cannot. Cannot.
I run tech.
She's back. Yeah.
Mm.
This is
Also,
this
I
is like the
feel
shipboard thing. Don't piss off the cook.
Oh yeah, Debbie, you were frozen
That's
for like
exactly
10 seconds there. What's up?
Nothing. I froze just as you were saying how upset you were that you three
Yeah.
got negative adjectives and Galway got a lovely one. And Galway answered for me because they
Gotcha.
run tech. Don't piss off the chef.
That's fair. Makes
Exactly
sense.
correct. The rest of you, yeah, whatever.
Go fuck
You can take it.
yourselves.
Gesundheit.
Do I sound normal again? I think I pushed it onto the wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Which makes your immediate shaking of the head a minute ago so funny.
I was on the right mic. I had to bump the button on the back of my mic and moved it onto the
Omni,
instead of
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we're all having technical struggles today. I'm excited the fact that every 5 minutes my camera's going to freeze. That's going to be
Mhm.
great.
Camera and audio. It's the whole thing.
Oh,
I was gonna say it's the
yeah.
whole kit and caboodle. Yeah. No.
Should we treat it like a Simon Says kind of game where we all have to freeze when Debbie freezes?
Oh yeah, that sounds
Oh.
fun. Red light, green light.
Red light,
If we
green
don't,
light.
Strahd kills us.
Anything that you do that when I'm frozen is
Doesn't
fine.
count.
Like, you can just get away with it.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say
Oh,
it's
Well,
the
Debbie.
Debbie, are
The-
you sure
I
you
killed
want to say
Strahd.
that to us?
Strahd appears.
bad.
We
Don't worry.
instantly kill him.
Yep. You can, for sure, you can have that.
I'd like to play a campaign of Curse of Strahd where Strahd is killed in the first session before he's done anything bad. And so the real Curse of Strahd is everybody's guilt over killing him without knowing all the evil he was going to do.
Perfect.
You now just have to navigate through Barovia with none of the like infrastructure or
Yeah.
government set up.
Oh, God,
Really
he's-
nice. I don't- I
He's a
mean,
dictator,
actually-
but he was holding shit together.
Yeah, a lot of bad things you could say about Strahd, but he was good for infrastructure.
The
Oh, God.
carriages ran on
Oh,
time.
there is a line that we are skirting close to,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
feel
I-
like it's because of the
Skirting
way-
close to.
Hey,
we
Strahd-
jumped
hey.
over it.
What I like about Strahd is he says things the way they are. Like,
Oh,
you know, he
God.
calls it like he
No.
sees it.
Oh no.
All right.
If you just-
What, Elise?
Crash
What you...
mob.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't
Nope.
want to... You don't want to... Okay. Some restraint.
Just a little sometimes, occasionally.
Okay.
Yes? Nope.
She froze right. That was perfect.
Okay, here's how here's how it starts today. We pass the whole night on the road. Nothing happens. Mink even gets some sleep, and it's fine.
Yeah.
8 hours for everybody. No one's exhausted. No one talked about pie, and
Every-
we were not attacked at any point.
Various of us have some realizations inside ourselves about
Mm-hmm.
the ways that we've been approaching the situation and these problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of introspection occurs in the camp, but no problems. Hi.
Oh, also a bag of gold wanders up. We take
yeah.
that.
Would you
Ooh,
like
how
to
much
hear what
gold?
happened while you were gone?
A bag of gold warmed us up. Yeah.
We did pass
Yeah.
the whole night. Everyone got 8 hours
would.
of sleep.
What
No
happened?
one's exhausted. And we all had some
My
good.
connection is still hot garbage.
Some people did some work on themselves while they were
Mhm.
resting. Mink was able to catch enough of a nap to gather a
Mhm.
rest, and a bag of 250 gold pieces just wandered up to us. It's kind of like the... She's gone again.
She gone again.
I was about to say, it's like
Um,
it's like the special of the day in Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, the spy loops back around to camp, and Mink just manages to like shoot him right through the eye. He dies instantly. No fight necessary. And
Yet somehow he has time to disclose important information
Yeah,
before
we
dying.
learn a
It was really
lot.
weird. He just like staggers backwards and just starts expositing.
I wonder. So it seems like Debbie is. It sounds like she's not connected via Ethernet, and it might not be an option to explore now, but maybe we could. Is there a way to like get her marginally closer to the source of her
I think that's a good thing to check. Yeah.
Or is it like, yeah, because I know she said she went and reset it. Also, should we yell at Mike to stop
Possibly,
downloading or
yes.
doing anything?
Is Mike
on
in the chat? Mike, stop downloading things.
Yeah, get off the internet, Mike. We might want to type these suggestions because I don't know how long we'll have Debbie when she comes back. Because
That's true.
Galway, why can't I hear you talking?
Oh, I wasn't pressing to talk. Sorry, that was my bad. I was just
Okay.
planning to shriek loudly when she came back until such time as she disappeared again.
Okay.
Sounds marginally productive.
No, I'm usually the productive one. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm taking a vacation.
We all get to
This
call it in
episode,
sometime.
Diota's just gonna be like, nah, fuck y'all. I'm going to find books. Y'all can come with me or not. I don't give a shit.
Well, in the meantime, I could read random excerpts from my notes. Somebody
Yeah.
say a number between 1 and 19.
6.
6. Now somebody say a number between 1 and 10.
6.
Okay. My note says, we're going to approach them as travelers on the road. One of them sees us, big man with bushy beard and big curly hair. Giorgio, welcome to Barovia. To Teddy, a part of you belongs here and a part of you doesn't. What a wild thing to say somebody immediately upon meeting them.
Seems a little rude.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hey, Debbie, a
Hello.
part of you belongs here and a part of you doesn't. And I think that's why you keep getting kicked.
And
You get
disconnected.
that?
Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Someone said that to Teddy, didn't they?
Yeah, good, nice. Yeah.
Adam
Almost
is
like I wrote it
reading bits of their notes.
to entertain everybody while I
Yeah.
wrestled the internet, which is a hard thing to do because the internet is not corporeal.
It's a series of tubes buried under your house. I know.
I feel like there's a
Yeah,
scene in the Bible where somebody like has to wrestle with the internet.
Mhm.
I don't know. I never read it. That's probably
Yeah,
why I'm
that's okay.
happy.
Debbie, is it possible for you to hook up with a hardwired connection or be closer to the source of the internet?
Nope.
Okay. If it breaks again, tell Mike to stop touching the internet.
I have
Maybe
already
Mike's
yelled
doing
at him.
things. Okay.
He was watching a video on YouTube, and I told him
It's
to
his
stop
fault. Good.
that. 100%. Let's press on.
Okay.
Housekeeping, affiliate on Twitch, Amazon Prime support via Prime Gaming. Helpful Goat, you can find, just Google it. YouTube, podcasts, a whole bunch of cool stuff. Chat commands in Twitch, ! Discord, get a link to our Discord. Please join us. We're nice, even when we're wrestling with the internet. ! Merch, if you want to wear cool stuff or own cool notebooks, mugs. ! Ko-fi, if you would like to support us by sending money. If you enjoy what we do, you can support us that way. Even if you don't enjoy what we do, you can send us money. I'm not so bothered about that. And ! Donate. Go away.
I'm going to pass this to Lena because I still need to switch it over.
Oh.
But it's not switched over.
But I'm about
So the
to.
link in chat is different. And I don't remember which one you're doing. Okay, let me go to the staff channel. Don't pass things to me without telling me things. Support the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition. There's a lot of bad fucking shit happening in the country right now. And one of the bad fucking things is immigrants being harassed and, detained. And a lot of that's happening in Colorado, and it fucking sucks. So support the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition through donating, or donate to a local organization if that shit's also going down in your state. I know it's happening across the country. or do other shit. Do something.
I support this message as a foreigner. I think that's definitely the answer. Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Curse of Strahd. I'm so nervous about the next time that I freeze. I hate technology, all of it. As someone that works in software development, I'm just mad at it. Two final important announcements before we get started. This is intended to be a horror stream, so may not be suitable for everyone. Themes today, we're going to have some conversations. We're going to camp outside, which is not a good idea in Barovia. So non-specific ominous danger. Teddy is still on the last day, I think, of pie addiction. Vampires in Barovia. And we're heading towards the town of Valakai, which is not a well-adjusted, pleasant community. So it's going to have its own kind of vibes. Be ready. If any of that doesn't sound good to you, feel free to give this one a miss. And players, if at any point during we need to stop, just say. Music used in streams to date and going forwards is from Tabletop Audio or Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech website, used under a Creative Commons license. It's honestly one of the most fun bits every week when I go and prepare, is to go and find the music that I want. And then to try and remember, I feel like this has been used in Fates of Rin, and very often it has.
Debbie, it's all been used in either Fates of Rin or Tyr. Outside of things that are like, I was about to say chorale music. Nope, I've definitely used that on a couple of occasions. Unless you like get like Zydeco, yeah, it's probably been in.
Oh, okay, all right, very good. I'll try not to breathe, Lena. That way you won't have to worry
Thank
whether
you.
I'm frozen or not. Okay.
I
I
appreciate
just
it.
breathed. What a fool. I literally said I was going to do something and I immediately did it. What a terrible human being I am. Actually, the worst. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
How will
God,
you ever
Debbie.
forgive me?
Shut the fuck up.
Last time we travelled along the road, met Aragel the Handsome, who is definitely a lovely guy, not a bad person at all, not a spy of Strahd. He taught us how to flirt in Barovia. It mostly involved a lot of winking, I think. We decided not to stay at a dilapidated windmill with a giant red flag outside and a warning screeching raven next to an evil Stonehenge. We picked up that the vibes were perhaps slightly not good. Slightly. We are still heading towards Valakai, even though we're not entirely sure whether we want to stay there or if we're going to push on past. We're planning to camp overnight on the road. Giota will cast an alarm spell to keep us safe. Mink is planning to stay up all night to do two-person watches, knowing that they'll take a level of exhaustion. So, as we're getting camp set up for the night, what do you all want to do?
We set an alarm, right? Diota maybe has alarm.
Yep.
Yes.
I ritually cast alarm, so it took like 10 or 11 minutes. I can't remember how long it normally takes to cast alarm. And then I think I would probably have tried to like contour it as much as we could, like if we're sort of in a drop off of the road, so that it makes I like how Debbie's just continuously moving, so we know she's not frozen. So that it is a little bit so it makes a little bit of sense with like the surroundings.
So, like, it would reach to the end of, like, where the woods were.
Kind of, yeah.
To your kind of camp.
Yeah.
Because I'm picturing you camped, like, to one side of the road, not blocking the whole thing, but not in the woods.
Well, as we established, Strahd is very good for infrastructure, so the excellent drainage ditches alongside the road are a good spot to kind of, like, figure out, you know, a good camping situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Vampire Overlord. Very good governance.
IRL, by the way, if you ever have to pull off the road, don't camp in a drainage ditch. That is
Jesus Christ,
advice.
no. Flash floods.
Yes, terrible advice.
Or frankly, not even flash floods, just normal floods, rainwater, any of the above.
It's called a drainage ditch for a reason.
The whole point is that water goes there.
As someone who lived in Florida and right by several of those very large ones, and during incredibly heavy rainstorms like hurricanes, we would occasionally just see cars floating down down.
Oh God.
So anyway, we camp on the side of the road.
Mhm,
Not
mhm.
In the
woods,
drainage
not
ditch.
not on the road, so that people galloping by in the night
No,
won't
no, no,
hit
no.
us,
We
but-
have to camp on the road because my notes say that don't travel at night and stick to the roads. So if we're on the road and not moving at night, it's a loophole and Debbie can't attack us.
No, that's not how
I'm
it
deadly
works, yeah.
serious.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Deadly Serious. I'm Debbie.
Okay, so we set up our camp. We set up an alarm, and uh share some food that is not pie,
Yeah.
and I don't have anything else to do before going to bed.
Have you organized the order of your watches?
Watches. Well, I think Mari will be last,
Yeah.
but I don't know if Teddy or Diota has a preference. We can do this in character. Mink will be like, so I'm staying up all night. I will just be on watch the whole night, but I think having a 2-person watch. So if we rotate every few hours, it would have to be like 3-ish, and it'll just be a long night so that everyone will get rested. Although I guess we could have Irina take watch. Take a watch to just help make it a little smoother.
I will gladly take a watch. I am notoriously good at watching.
Oh,
She's just really old. I don't know if we can trust her eyesight.
Old?
Irina's like in her 20s. Okay, yeah. So maybe Irina first watch, Teddy second watch, Diota third, Mari fourth.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
Okay.
Jota's immediately going to swaddle blankets around their head and lay down.
Okay. Right. So
So,
How
so
did-
there's some overlap between people's watches. You said
Mink will
Elise?
be up the whole night, and then everyone
Oh.
else will just be taking the second watch alongside Mink during their watch.
Yeah.
Or like partner with Mink for watch. So it's
and the mechanical reason for that, Elise, is so you can have advantage on your perception check, right? When you're doing your watch.
yeah, essentially have 2 people watching instead of 1. If we want to do it as advantage or each person taking a role, I guess that's up to you, Debbie. But
I'm happy with either. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So do we want to do the first
First lookout.
is perception wisdom?
Yes.
Perception is wisdom. I will also cast divine sense once per set of watches, to just kind of get a sense of like,
Oh.
I have 5 of them. I won't get them back because I'm not resting, but I will do that. So I get within 60 feet, celestial fiends are undead
Okay.
each time.
Are you going to roll a perception check as well?
Sure. Why did Teddy roll one?
I
Just for
thought we
fun.
were both. No.
You're asleep.
Irina's on first watch with me.
Oh,
yeah.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I'll roll and Irina can roll. We'll each roll normal rather than
Irina
advantage.
has already rolled.
Okay. Hang on. I got a 7. Unfortunately, perception is not my strong suit.
Nor Irina's. Okay. All right. Hold on. Here we go.
But maybe
Buckle up.
nothing happens on this watch.
Maybe. Sure. Okay. Elise, would you like to roll a d12 for me?
Nope. I'm kidding. I will. Do I want to? No. Will I?
No.
Yes.
Will you? Yes.
4. That's
Oh.
the nothing happens number. Notoriously.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay, and you said that you were casting
Divine sense.
divine sense, which
Fiends,
would
Fae, Celestial. No, Fiends, Undead, Celestials.
fiends, undead, celestials.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hate divine sense. It's so fucking useless.
Okay, one moment, please.
I say, hopefully you'll give me information right now. Undead are coming.
Undead are not coming.
Oh.
Oh, all right. So neither of you does a particularly good job seeing. Maybe you're just you're vibes based and you're still thinking about the bad vibes from Aragal or the windmill. Maybe you're just so nervous because like Irina's never camped out like this before. You haven't, and Murray's been giving it the big sell on how dangerous it is. So you're feeling like your head's on a swivel and you're looking everywhere, but you're not seeing anything. And so by the time the scarecrow has wandered into your camp, the alarm has kicked off, and that is what makes you realize that there is a scarecrow that has walked into your camp from out of the woods on one side.
Okay.
I think we should roll some initiative.
Everybody's
Are we
awake
fighting? It's a
now.
mean scarecrow. It's not
Well,
a friendly one like from Wizard of Oz.
It's menacing you with its self. Yeah, it doesn't
Strahd?
look friendly. It's Barovia. Like,
Okay, fine. Do we have a map that we're using for this fight? We don't have to.
no, you
Okay,
don't
cool.
have a map for a random overnight encounter.
Cool.
Oh no!
I just
valid
didn't want to click
token
my
was
token yet
selected.
if we did.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I've got to put a token somewhere. Please hold while Debbie organizes her life.
Hey, this is our first fight at level 4. It's exciting.
Oh. Yes. Click token, then click initiative. Did that work? I hope so. And I've got to do one for Irina as well. Man, driving 2 people is real hard. I don't know how you do 3, Galwo. Practice, I imagine. Irina. Pat. Have I frozen?
No.
No, you're good.
Oh. Right.
I didn't mean to click that.
That's all right. That's all right. Where's the turn order tracker? Turn order. All right. I've got me. Oh, it's because you're not on the map that I'm on. All right. Good. Great. I've really messed this up.
Come back
How
to
do
the
I get all of
cottage,
them?
Debbie.
Come back to the cottage, Debbie. Okay, I can come back to the cottage easily enough. And I can do this. Yes. Yes. Irina. I think I can do it. Oh my god. No, I can't. In it. Pop out. Okay, hang on. Scarecrow is under Sk. And the alphabet really does mess me up. Scarecrow.
You have to sing the alphabet song every time I'm trying to figure out the alphabet, Debbie.
A, B, C, D, alphabet. I've done it. Oh, everybody's got 2 rolls now.
I'm not on.
I'll just take away the cruddy ones. No, I'll take away the good ones for the enemy and the cruddy ones for Irina. That's not cheating at all. All right. Okay, so the alarm goes off and Teddy launches themselves out of bed. They're the first awake, like a shot. Teddy's up. Something's going on and Teddy's ready.
Ready, Teddy.
Ready.
Because Teddy's probably, I mean, he's on his way out of the addiction spell, right? But he could still be experiencing some symptoms of withdrawal tonight.
Sure, absolutely.
So he's been having trouble sleeping. He's like shivering, and so he's already kind of like half awake when he hears the alarm. So he springs up and he channels his shivering cold sweats into a ray of frost cantrip at the scarecrow.
Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. Is that 17 to hit?
I think I
Yes.
clicked it.
That's a 17 to
Surprisingly,
hit.
A 17 does hit a man made of straw.
And then I have to
You-
click for
If you
damage?
click on it, it should
Like
give
the
you
words
damage.
Ray of Frost for damage.
5 cold damage.
5 cold damage.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of
Oh
my
my
next turn.
God. Okay. Well, you see this scarecrow get copped in the face by a ray of frost, and like the whole thing just for a moment gets covered in ice, and you see it kind of seize up a bit. Its straw isn't so mobile. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Teddy?
How far is the scarecrow from us?
It's in your camp, so I'd say it's kind of within 20 foot, maybe, or 30 feet.
I don't think there's anything else I need to do.
You can run away screaming.
But stay on
I
the
don't
roads
think-
if you run away screaming.
I don't think that would be befit a fighter of Teddy's stature and nobility.
Okay.
So yeah, Teddy's done. He'll continue to shiver.
Valid. All right. Diopta.
Diota's just gonna sort of, God damn it, every time. I will acid splash. So it's a DC 14 dexterity save.
Dexterity.
God, I'm so used to being a higher level character. I'm like, the fuck is this 14? Is this wrong?
Yes, the scarecrow, slightly frozen and made of straw, tries to duck out of the way, but does a bad job. Gets hit in the arm with acid splash, doing 3 acid damage.
Correct.
Is that correct?
And then Diota is going to sort of in their hand will appear the card that they drew at the beginning of the night, which the ink on which has now like shifted and resolved, so it is the evoker from the Taroka deck.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will activate the card to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Nice. Nice.
So same again, he has to make a dex save.
Dexterity save. Yes, 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 yes.
Should we have tried to talk to the
An
scarecrow?
11 is...
No,
We could have explained to it that we
It's
too
Barovia.
hate birds. Like
we don't
we're on
anymore
the same
though.
side.
Oh, you don't know. You
We
don't
don't
know.
hate
That's
bir-
why
well-
they left you alone before, but now you've backtracked off the hate of birds.
I know we backtracked off of killing birds. Do we? We don't
Oh,
hate
but you-
birds either.
Well, I think the warning raven maybe at the windmill did you some favors.
So
Oh, okay.
the scarecrow does not take 8 damage now. At the start
Oh.
of every one of its turns, it will take 8 damage until it uses its action to wipe the acid off of itself.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay.
Slow burn.
So the like the face of the sackcloth bag thing of the scarecrow is covered in acid, and it just is like dripping down, and the scarecrow's like, fuck.
And then
Very
Jota's going to retreat slightly behind Graboa and just hang out. Graboa can't do anything this turn.
Classic. All right, Marie.
Is the scarecrow standing next to any of my party?
The scarecrow's kind of between No, the Scarecrow is the other side of Mink and Irina. I don't know where your tent would have been in relation to Mink and Irina.
Mostly I just want to know if the Scarecrow's within 5 feet of anybody
No,
for sneak attack. Okay.
no.
Um.
Is it within 5 feet of one of our horses?
No. The horses are far away and very safe. Scarecrows are actually afraid of horses.
Okay, then I'm going to bonus action. Stop it. I'm gonna bonus action. Steady aim. Click buttons. Which will give me advantage, so I will have sneak attack.
Nice.
And I am. How far is it from me?
30 feet.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna manifest one of my psychic blades and chuck it. So 17. Is this 17 hit?
Does hit a man made of straw.
And that will be 11 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout while I'm doing this. We're not traveling at night and we're on the roads. What the fuck? That's my turn.
Is that your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's the Scarecrow's turn next, and
8
communicating what you can only assume from its kind of soul-rending straw-like roar. You feel like it's communicating to you that you have misunderstood the terms and conditions of camping out in Barovia, and that is not the Scarecrow's fault, Murray. And the Scarecrow is going to move towards... Who did it the most damage? Diota. But my speed of movement is decreased by 10?
And yeah.
So I don't think I can get to... If Diota's 30 feet away from me and my speed is only 20 feet, I cannot get to Diota.
And I moved
So-
back a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget your 8 damage.
I've
if
already
you-
taken it, thank you.
Okay, cool.
The Scarecrow's looking real fucked up, just for the record, but yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. Lena, your damage is always psychic, right?
Yes. When I'm using my psychic blades, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. So it's taken cold, acid, psychic damage.
Yes.
That's fine. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to move towards... So I'm picturing that Mink and Irina are close to each other, so it's going to move towards Mink and Irina, and one claw attack Mink, one claw attack Irina.
Okie dokie.
So the claw attack for Mink is a 19.
My armor class is 18, so it hits.
I would like to introduce you to 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I would also like to ask you to make a wisdom saving throw,
Oh, good.
or be frightened until the end of my next turn.
Come on.
Ah, you're
7.
frightened.
Can I be frightened? I think I still can because I don't have a fucking
Aura yet.
Baba. Yeah, I don't have an aura.
Next level, I reckon.
Okay, so that means I can't take movement towards.
Move towards it.
Attack rolls and skill checks while it is in your line of sight have disadvantage. You cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear.
Okay.
That's it. It does
But
not
it's
affect
already
saving
within-
throws.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm scared of it, I guess, and that's fine. Okay.
And 6 damage. I don't know whether I said that
Yes,
already.
I got that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, and then it's going to claw out at Irina as well. If it meets, it beats. So Irina is going to take 4 slashing damage.
I'm going to use interception with my reaction to reduce that damage.
Okay.
Basically, I just get my shield in the way. I get to roll a d10. I put it in the
Yep.
chat if you want to see.
Yep.
D10 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 2. So here comes the d10. 9. So she takes no damage.
She takes no damage. Okay, we've had this conversation before. I'm assuming that she still needs to make the wisdom saving throw because the attack
Right, the
didn't
attack
do her
hits-
damage,
Yeah.
but it still hits her enough to potentially scare her.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Yep. Okay, good. Thank you for talking through that with me. Irina is also frightened.
Fair enough.
Goodo.
Okay.
That is old Scarecrow's turn. It is now Irina's turn. So she is going to. She's frightened, but she's also brave. She is going to. Attack it with her rapier. And that has disadvantage, right, Goy? If she's frightened. Luckily, her disadvantage, 18, still hits. And you see Irina's mundane rapier kind of stab into the straw, but it doesn't seem to do very much damage at all.
You know what I think
Okay.
would do a lot of damage, spellcasters? It's fire.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
I'm an artificer.
Actually, I think I have firebolt from my tiefling thing. I'll check on it.
Wow, I was gonna say, like, in glass houses, don't throw stones, tiefling. Mink, it's your turn. This scarecrow's looking really fucked up, and the acid is still like dripping through the straw.
Okay. Quick question. With the frightened condition, is there any repeating of that saving throw, or is it just for the time being?
Until the end of the scarecrow's next turn. It only
Okay.
lasts for a round.
That's fine. Just making
it's
sure that
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's good. Okay, then I guess I will just attack with its advantage. Here comes the Morning Star. It's a 10 to hit.
Oh. So you swing your Morning Star and it comes so close to hitting, but just like scrape some straw on its shoulder or something.
Okay. I think that is it.
You don't get 2 attacks yet? Man, level 4.
Level 5. Someday we'll get there. Yeah. I don't think I have. I mean, all of my bonus actions are like smites and things, but it's probably not worth wasting a spell slot on. So I will pass and just stay where I am. And that's it.
Okay. Teddy, you're up.
Teddy will, now that he's more fully awake, will try to warm both him and the scarecrow up with sacred flame.
Oh, lovely. Very clever. I've got to do a dexterity save. It's radiant damage. Oh, it's not even fire damage. Okay. Dexterity save. I rolled a 3. So I will take the 2 radiant damage. Very good. This scarecrow is looking scared.
Are we like near are we around like fields? Like does it make the scarecrow just come here from
No.
a nearby field? There's no fields around?
No, there are no fields that you see.
weird.
You see woods.
All right. That's my turn.
That's Teddy's turn. Diota!
Acid time. Acid splash.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, scarecrow. 13.
3 more acid damage.
Lovely. Lovely.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to point Graboa punch. immediately after my turn, Graboa will, in point of fact, punch.
Punch.
23, I would assume, hits.
It does. A 23 does hit.
5 force damage.
Please explain to me how Graboa kills this scarecrow.
Just as he punches, it just sort of explodes into clouds of straw, most of which are halfway melted from the enormous amount of acid that is
Yeah.
infusing this thing at this point.
Yeah. Very
MVP
good.
Graboa continues.
Continues, yeah.
Graboa will sort of like wipe his hands off, float back.
Like acid. Yeah. Anyone can make me a perception check to try and work out where the skeleton came from. Not skeleton, scarecrow.
I was like, oh shit. Also,
My
there's a
first decent
skeleton.
roll of the day.
That's
17.
great.
Do you mean anyone can or everyone can?
Yes. Anyone
Okay.
and everyone.
I got a 15.
Giota, you are pretty sure that it just
a second,
manifested.
I'm pretty sure I have a good boy card.
But you got a natural one, and that's so much more fun for me.
Don't give us good boy cards, Debbie.
For me?
For me?
Best friend Debbie? Who, it seems, has managed to wrangle the internet.
Yeah.
Yay.
Never mind, I do not have a good boy card.
All right, so the
It's
natural one
dexterity.
stands?
Yeah.
Does that mean I get a bad boy card if you roll a natural one? I think it does.
Yes. You've got
You'll
so
have
many, though. Do you
27
really
of
need
them.
another one?
I think I
Yeah.
do.
You have the whole deck, basically.
Yeah. Come over here. What's this? Yeah, you, Giota, are pretty sure that the scarecrow, not skeleton, just like materialized at the side of the camp and then wandered in. And you're lucky that it didn't materialize in your camp, because that maybe would have not triggered the alarm as effectively as it did. Mink and Mari, however, you realize, based on the kind of shuffly, draggy footsteps, that if you imagine the road to Valakai is kind of going more or less southeast to northwest, it goes round a curve, so it's going north and then round to the west, and you realize that the scarecrow, it comes from the southwest.
So from the direction of Valakai
No,
or from the other direction?
Like it
not
towards
from what.
behind us.
If Valakai is, so it's really difficult to describe. If you're here
Okay.
and Valakai is here,
Mhm.
it seems to have come from like here,
Okay.
and you're kind of, the road is kind of going between the two ish.
So I came out from the woods somewhere, but distant perhaps to us, and wandered this way towards the road.
Yes.
Would that
Yes.
potentially be in the direction of the windmill?
No,
Oh, good.
the windmill is back the way you've come,
Just want to make sure.
further southeast. Yes. Very good.
Didn't we
Very
pass
good.
a scarecrow a long time ago? Do you think this thing has been following us since that long ago, and it finally just caught up?
It's so sad.
Oh.
So tried so hard.
And now it's melted.
And now it's melted.
Well, Teddy's not going back to bed. Teddy's ready to take his watch.
Oh.
Yep.
Mari's going back to bed, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giota's like, oh, thank God.
All right.
Irina's definitely going to bed.
How do you
Teddy
think?
will.
Let's go.
Teddy will sit next to Meg. Is there? Do we have a fire?
Yes.
Yeah. Teddy will say to make no fields.
Maybe some out that way. And it just kept going.
Yeah. You really mean what you said about parting ways in Valakai?
And I don't know. I think right now Mari is a liability. I think she doesn't take responsibility for the fact that things she does puts everyone around her at risk. And I think that happens to all of us. I want to know that that we take responsibility for it. That's what I'm looking for. Because otherwise I can't trust that she won't take other risks, right? Like that she won't put me at risk and put us at risk for some childish, selfish reason that she won't tell us about.
Mm. Have you talked to Mari about her childhood?
Have you?
Not a lot, a little bit. I know she had a sister. And it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like the sister's dead. I think probably Mari might know more about responsibility than she lets on. Or, I don't know. Maybe she's just like a scarecrow who wandered out of a field, built for one thing and no longer kind of in her element.
Hmm.
Fuck, I want pie. Oh, fuck.
Sorry, man. I know.
Would you like to make your perception rolls?
Yeah.
I'm casting another divine sense, and here comes my perception. Actually, what's Teddy's perception? I'll give you advantage. It's got to be better than mine.
Yeah.
13's not bad. Are you divine sensing?
Yes, divine sense.
Teddy, would you like to roll me a d12?
Yeah.
Please
Just
roll
wanna-
another 4 because I just want this to be a fucking
Another
scarecrow factory. Scarecrow comes in. There's a
Scarecrow spawner right underneath
there's
us.
a note pinned on him. Have you seen my brother?
Peaceful
Alright.
Steve.
Peaceful Steve. We killed a scarecrow named Peaceful Steve.
11 is good. 11 has got to be one of the two numbers that says nothing happens.
Okay. Interesting that you think that. You're in Barovia. Okay. So, are you divine sensing?
Yes.
Just check that the thing doesn't ping.
Oh, God. Come on. Why is divine sense so useless?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Divine sense doesn't ping anything.
Shocking.
But you're not attacked in this situation. All you see is from the woods on one side of the road, like an enormous swarm of bats comes out and heads up the road back the way you've come towards the village of Barovia, Castle Ravenloft, etc. But they don't bother you. They just whoop, a load of bats.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all.
And he's sitting there. He says, "No caves." Maybe Mari is just like some bats without a cave.
I think the scarecrow
Oh.
metaphor worked better, actually.
Yes. Teddy's like, yeah, I should have quit while I was ahead. I'll go back to sleep, I think.
All right. Who's on next watch? Is it Diota?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Okay.
Diota will slowly unwrap the the blankets from around their head. Have we been attacked again?
Nope, just some bats.
Oh, those don't mean anything terrible here, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Listen, spies already know where we are. There's no getting around it. If the bats are spies, they can get in line behind what's his name for telling Strahd where we are. So
And random scarecrows. Yeah. All right, how are you doing, Ming? Seem a little tense.
are any of us not tense at this point in time? I
Rebella
think
seems
being
fine.
relaxed. Well, Graboa is a bottle of what, ink floating around in the sky. Is that Graboa?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I were a bottle of ink, I think I would also be fine. How are you?
To be fair, he has a higher body count than most of us.
That's true. He is shockingly efficient at killing things.
I don't want to be in this place anymore. I don't like it
Me
here.
neither.
I think I didn't want to have adventures. I was in charge of watching a library cart on its way to a library. I wanted to read books and sit quietly and maybe talk to 1 to 2 people a day, absolutely 0 of whom wanted to murder me. Instead, this.
Yeah. Instead, this.
You have concerns about Marty?
You don't?
I wasn't saying that. I was just checking to see if perhaps they'd subsided with the little bit of time we've had.
I think I can do better than I've been doing interacting with her, but I don't think it's unfounded for me to say that she takes risks without thinking about why they're risky, or rather doesn't care that there's risk involved. If she sees it, she doesn't care. If she doesn't see it, that's also a problem. So I'm not saying I've done a great job here. I am saying I'm not wrong that she's a problem sometimes. I'll rephrase that her perspective can be problematic sometimes. Hi, dog.
I'm not sure that I would disagree with you, but the thing that, while the absolute fact of that, what you're saying doesn't change, I think it's also worth remembering she is very, very young. And all of Barovia is new to us, correct? It's a very different context than we're used to. But this isn't really the Barovia that she's used to either. We're all in new contexts, and I think we do plenty of things that she feels are incredibly risky and dangerous, like talking to anyone who isn't selling pie. So I'm not, again, saying you're wrong, and if there's a parting of the ways at Valakai, I will be going with you. But there's a perspective that comes with both age and experience, and some of that she may be lacking. Is all I encourage you to remember.
Yeah. I think that is true. And I was younger than she is now when I joined the military. I learned responsibility for the people around me at 18 or younger. And I'm not saying everybody's the same. I don't.
But
I just think that you can uh, uh, be responsible.
but you joined the military at 18 and then you learned. This might be her equivalent of joining the military, is all I'm saying. Just because she might be. Actually, I do not know how old Mari is, but just because she might be past where you were in years from where you learned responsibility, she's definitely not past that in life experience. Maybe. What was your experience of learning responsibility when you joined the army? Was it sort of a gentle fostering or more of a brutal discipline, get in line, maggot sort of thing?
I'm sure you can surmise. I would, well, maybe put it somewhere in the middle of those things, but certainly the
Perhaps
harder lessons were learned via experience.
Perhaps we can focus more on the mentoring side of that to try to help her develop her own senses of discipline.
I don't disagree. I just wonder if doing that now, taking that on, is what gets us killed, right? Parting ways and saying, I'm not taking that responsibility to be your mentor, to get you there, because the risk of the interim is too high. That's the question I'm grappling with, not whether or not she deserves that. But as we've said about 1,000,000 times, this place sucks and is dangerous. And there's not a lot of time for her to start taking some of that responsibility before it gets us killed.
That is fair. You have seemed to me to be always seemed to me to be a very disciplined and very. You understand what your ethics are. You follow them very closely. You know the vows that you have made, the oaths you have taken, and you try to your best to uphold them. Perhaps the question you should ask yourself is, where does mentoring Mari versus splitting away fall within those oaths? I don't know the answer to that, but at least worth considering. Also, we probably should look at the forest at some point because something may well be coming to murder us.
And for that, you may make your perception checks.
If you have any plus to your
I
perception,
did.
you might as well take advantage. Okay.
21.
I'm using divine
It's a
sense.
peaceful watch.
Okay.
There are no undead, fiends, fae, whatever it is that you, whatever. It's not that. It's, what do you get? Fiends, celestials,
And
undead.
I'm dead. Yeah.
That's all you get. Yeah, none
Those
of
three
them.
things. Okay.
Yeah.
Jota will give Mink a pat on the shoulder as they head back to bed and lay down, and then very carefully once again wrap their head completely in blankets and lay down.
All right. Marie.
Cool.
You're up.
Waking up. Is it like what time of night is it? Is like the sun coming up at all yet, or is it still pitch black?
Yeah. Sun is just starting to peek its little poke over the horizon, but it's not yet really dawn. It's that kind of
Daybreak.
pre-dawn. Yeah.
Good morning, Mink. The sun's almost up. Things are going to be good today.
You like mornings, huh?
Yeah, I like it when the sun comes up. That's
That's
a good
fair.
sign.
That's a good point. I think I owe you an apology, so let me just do that real quick. I'm sorry. I think I was a little harsh. And I if I'm honest, Mari, I am scared by the risks you seem willing to take without seeing that they're risks, because I have seen that go bad before, and that's why I have reacted so strongly. But I don't know where that leaves us.
What risks do you mean? Do you mean like pie?
Yeah, I think I mean, like, for example, the perspective of like, oh, I'll just have some pie if it's there, like, not to be rude, right? When we know that it's dangerous and that it puts people off their best game when we need to be on our best game. And I gesture to the woods for things like this, those risks.
Yeah. I mean, it's just pie. Being addicted to pie, there's worse things to be addicted to in Barovia than pie, and I mean, probably anyways. I don't know I don't know if the three of you understand, despite me saying many ominous things all the time, like the Barovia situation, yet. Like, things don't get better here. The only way things are going to get better for the three of you is if you get out, and no one's ever gotten out. People don't. The land itself is controlled by Strahd. Everything here wants to hurt you or kill you in some way, generally speaking. It's the gods have turned away from Barovia, and it's been like this for a really long time. I think maybe the last hope people had was that fucking dragon. How long ago was that? Like, when this is what you're living in, things like pie matter less. And you find what little safety or comfort or or I don't know,
Yeah, I understand.
peace that you can.
I get what you're saying, but the counter to that is if everything only gets worse, then we have to be vigilant against things that make our situation worse, because we'll never regain the better position we're in if things only get worse. So if you take a risk, we've lost ground every time against, like, if we're at the peak that we can ever be at every single minute, then every ceding of ground we give slides us down that hill faster. And I don't know if we'll get out. I hear you. I don't know how literally to take you when you say the land is controlled. Like, like, is it going to open up and swallow us one day? Is that what you mean when you say the land is controlled by Strahd? Like, I guess I don't know some of these things, and I'm trying to understand it better.
Strahd is the land. I haven't heard of anybody getting swallowed by the land, but Mink, what is it like where you're from? Because here, it's exhausting having to fight all the time. It's exhausting to be constantly vigilant. There's worse things than pie. There's and you do what you can with what you have. And sometimes what you have is always what you have.
What do you mean?
Sometimes what you have is just always, it's always fucked up in Barovia, right? Maybe from me, I don't know. The three of you seem to have a very different take on the world. And maybe where you're from isn't as bad. Maybe this is bad, but this is where we're stuck. This is where I'm stuck. This is my home. This is where the people I love die. And I can't be concerned with things like addiction and pie when there's harder things I have to be concerned about.
Yeah, I guess the harder things will come faster if you don't concern yourself with the things like addiction to pie. Being careless against the little risks is what brings the big risks. I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong about the conditions. I'm not saying it isn't worse here. It is worse here. I feel it too. There's evil all around us, which is not how it is where I am. There are evil things, but it isn't like this, right? There's evil in the world where I'm from, but there is good in the world where I'm from too, and there's a neutrality of the world at its heart that I think is different here. You're right. And I'm still learning that, absolutely. But I guess it feels like because of that, maybe you don't believe that we've encountered things that are truly horrific or evil, or had lived under conditions where we have felt the need to be constantly vigilant, or lost people we love in terrible ways, all of which is true for me, right? One of my best friends had to be murdered by our company because he was corrupted by something evil, and we couldn't get him killed. We couldn't get him cured in time. And he was going to kill the rest of us if we didn't kill him first. That's happened to me. When I was a kid, two of my siblings died in a plague, and the rest of us lived for some reason. So I've been living with that since I was a kid, right? I've had this thing in my body that you know about since I was in the army. And it's just like being outside and having it exposed to the world feels like a bomb about to explode inside of me every minute. So constant vigilance and feeling like the world can't get better, and knowing that loss is terrible and horrific and will stay with you forever, these things stay with me too. I'm not speaking out of ignorance of evil and loss and horror when I say that it's worse to let yourself take those small risks. I'm speaking out of direct experience to having rammed a sword through my best friend's body. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know, Marty. I think we have a fundamentally different perspective on this that makes it really hard for me to know that you're not going to do something that ultimately results in me having to ram a sword through Teddy. Because you took a risk. That's what I'm handling. So yeah, there's worse things than pie, but pie is still bad. Well, you know, the point where one of us can't get our hands on pie and we're exhausted and we can't do anything except fight everybody around us for it is the point where that scarecrow wandering into camp is lethal instead of laughable.
I I don't think that you haven't experienced bad things. Some of that sounds very similar to things in my life. Uh, I I'm trying to survive. Everybody in Barovia is trying to survive. And that doesn't make them good or bad. And some of them, like that spy we met today, might have aligned themselves with people and things that do worse and that do more harm. It's to make the best of this place we're in. It's to survive. And I know what risks are waiting for me. I know what's I know what could happen to my family. I know what this world does. I've already lost, and I should have done more. I I won't eat pie if it's that important to you. I I hope the three of you can make it out of Barovia. But there's no out of Barovia for me.
If there were, would you take it? I know that you don't believe that it exists. I'm asking strictly hypothetical. If there were, would you leave?
I don't think that's an option for me. I can't. I couldn't. I. There's people who need me. There's people who need me to do what I'm supposed to do so that they'll be okay.
Right now, Mari, I'm telling you, I'm one of those people. I'm. It sucks, but I think we need each other right now. Well, I'll speak for myself. I feel like I need you. You're right. You've saved my back multiple times in a fight. And if this land is this dangerous, then yeah, that's sometimes we do things. I appreciate you being willing to say you won't eat pie. That I do. And I guess thank you. And I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm trying to learn what it means. And also I intend to die trying getting out of here. So, and I hope that that means whether it takes my whole life or not, doing more to make this place less what it is, more hospitable to people. Can I do that? I don't know. Probably not. But that's the path I'm on. So if that means killing Strahd, all the better. One day.
I'll do what I can to help. The barest hope I can have is that the three of you can get out. Strahd's unkillable. But
He got where he is somehow. You know? I don't know. I don't. Do I really believe we have a chance? No. But I'm going to die trying.
yeah,
Would you like to roll your perception checks? Or check?
Yeah, if you have a positive wisdom, you can take advantage because poor me.
I have
0.
neutral. I have a
Same.
0.
All right, let's both roll then.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I already rolled.
No, that's okay. I'm
Okay.
just checking my good boy cards.
I don't have any related to wisdom. I already checked.
So I have a question, Debbie. I have a good boy card that's called I See It. And it's meant for like turn-based things. Can I use it for this perception roll? It's because it says until the start of your next turn, you just see it. So like, can I spend it here and essentially say like, I see it?
Okay, you can. But I think it has more utility in the environment for which it's meant. But you absolutely can choose to use it now if you want to.
Are you hinting that we're going to come across invisible enemies soon? Whatever. I'll just roll. I'll keep it.
17.
Hey, nice roll.
Pretty good. Would you like to roll me a d12?
Like me?
No, Lena, you've already rolled one, haven't you? Elise, you rolled the first one. Yeah.
Sure. 7. Is a 7 good?
Definitely.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely. Okay. So the book has random encounters set up. And I've changed some of them, obviously, because that's who I am. This one I have not changed. Can you roll a d6 for me as well, please, Lena?
Sure, yeah. This is good. 3.
Okay. So as the sun starts to rise and the light improves a bit, you see in the drainage ditch that you have not camped in, there is a corpse.
I use divine sense. Is it undead?
Thank you.
It is not undead, it's just dead.
Hmm.
The corpse belongs to a Barovian man who was clearly torn to pieces by dire wolves.
Are we about to fight
Like
dire
right
wolves?
next to us?
Like a little way along.
Like now that the sun's coming up, you're like, do you see that? Is that a corpse?
Are those
Have we just been
shoes?
sitting next to a corpse this whole time?
Yes, I don't know how he did it. I mean,
Conversation.
he must have died a while ago, right? We would have heard wolves.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly didn't die this night, but he also hasn't died long enough ago to be stinky.
Okay. Well, hey, welcome to Barovia.
Yeah. This is only like the 7th dead corpse, or as opposed to in Barovia, a living corpse is very possible.
As opposed to
so-
limerent corpses, yeah.
But
All
it's
right.
not like moving or doing anything. We
No,
don't.
it's fully.
Okay.
It's just a
It's
dead body.
okay. Just ominous. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
There's direwolves around.
Well, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, I bet. All right. Well, why don't we take a break, Elise?
Mink is fucking tired. Elise is
I know,
fine,
I
but
know, I know.
we should take a break.
Yeah. Let's take it because I need the bathroom. Okay, friends. So let's have a 10-minute or so break here. Grab a snack, grab a drink, manage your fluids. And we'll see you back here shortly for the morning of the day that is now beginning.
That got very oh god, however, Christmas Carol. It is
Yeah.
it is the evening before the dawn of the day before Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Curse of Strahd stream. We survived the night. Thanks, I think, mostly to Mink staying awake the whole night and now being exhausted. Everybody else did their fair part as well. We only had one fight with Peaceful Steve, the Scarecrow. So... Oh, Kenneth, why have you come up here? It's dinner time. Oh no. Okay, well, you may be blessed with the symphony. I don't know why he's climbed 2 flights of stairs to come up here to yell at me. Anyway, so during the night, Teddy, can you roll your dream roll, please? So if we don't remember, the terms and conditions are that Teddy has to roll a d20. On a 19 or 20, he gets a dream about a steak and egg pie. On a 1, he forgets about the existence of steak or egg.
No dice. I rolled a 9.
A 9! Nothing. Okay, but you do actually have another kind of dream. So whilst you sleep, Teddy, you are adrift in a storm.
Oh, we can hear you.
I have a dream.
Yeah, so you're adrift in a storm. The waves are crashing over you and what's left of the boat you were on. You're trying to keep it afloat and turn towards the waves, but to no avail. The mast is struck by lightning and breaks off. The sails are set alight and fall onto the deck. The ship and you are at the whims of this terrible storm, tossed in each wave as the wind whips around you. There's an almighty creaking sound as the battered ship is lifted on a huge wave before the ship cracks down the middle, tearing apart. You see your crewmates thrown into the sea and you find yourself sliding towards the mast and then off into the waves. But just as another wave rises to swallow you and the water begins to crash over you, you are grabbed by your brother, clinging onto the remains of the mast. And as the wave crashes over you, you wake up. And it's morning. Would you like to roll me a high Constitution saving throw, please?
I have a question. Is there any like assistance? I know it's Constitution, but we said like one of the things. Well, but wasn't it like knowing your friends can like support you through it? It like helps in some way. Is that still like so? Like Mink
This
being
is
there,
the
being
last
like,
and I think Teddy has to do this himself. If it makes you feel any better, at least the DC is 4. So Teddy, you're free and clear. You wake up and you've had a horrible nightmare, so you feel like awful and gasping for breath, but you have no interest in eating magical pie. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yay.
That's great.
Indeed. Very good. Would somebody like to roll a d20, please, for the Weaver?
I can.
Thank you.
I got a 10.
All right, so let me check the Weaver table. Oh, it's raining. Barovia.
Surprising. Okay. Also, I was very chipper when the sun came up, and that's my whatever that is that I'm supposed to do to get things.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So rain is unpleasant to travel in. If you have wagons, you don't. Your travel place is slowed by half, so that doesn't apply. If you attempt to take a long rest without cover, so if you want to camp out again tonight, you must each make a DC, I'm not going to tell you it, a DC Constitution saving throw to gain the benefits for a long rest, because sleeping out in the rain fucking sucks. And all fire damage rolls have a penalty.
makes sense.
Okay.
Okay?
All right,
Well, we
so
mostly don't use that.
we're on the road. moving.
There's one more thing I need
Oh,
to do before we
okay.
set off. I'm so sorry.
Yep. No.
Elise. Diota, can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
Oh, yay. This can only mean good things. I also took a good boy card because of the entire swaddling my head thing.
10 out of 10. Ken, if you
Page
can't dig a
of
hole
my
in the bed.
character sheet on my own. There we are.
And Debbie, it's just gonna take a little while, but he'll get there.
14.
14. All right. So, Diota, you're coming back to consciousness. You know, that kind of space where you're not really asleep, but you're not yet fully back in your body and like moving all your limbs and such.
Mondays.
Yeah. You're in that kind of in-betweeny space, and you hear a voice that sounds so like the voice of the god that you heard in the void. And it speaks very quickly, but kind of quietly to you. So it communicates very fast in the kind of 3 or 4 seconds as you're coming back to consciousness, telling you to use the power that you are guardian of whilst you're in Barovia. The world here is dark, desolate, and ruled by a demon, and you can make it better. You can improve the situation for the people here in Barovia, and you have a responsibility to do that.
Can I insight check this voice?
You absolutely can.
$14. And I think that particularly what I'm going for is this feels very, very different to what Corellin Lorethian sort of told me originally.
It's very difficult for you to tell because, correct me if this is wrong, but like Diota's not historically been a particularly religious sort, so may not be fully invested in like, I know exactly what Corellin Lorethian would want from their followers.
Yeah.
Like, I know that like these are their tenets and this is what they'll follow. So you're not exactly sure whether, okay, this is a different vibe to or a different message to what I got last time. You're not sure whether that's because like they want you to do something different or another reason. But you do feel like the voice is speaking the truth to you about what's going on in Barovia and what you could do. But you don't know any more than that in terms of the connection to the god that you think it sounds like.
Okay. But enough that I am at least like, you know, it might be them, but this is a pivot.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're up. Your morning and your day is your own.
I'm gonna check in on Teddy. I'll kind of clap you on the shoulder as you wake up and be like, how you doing? I know day 2 or 3 or whatever after pie is tough.
Anyway, we'll kind of start a little bit just because he's still recovering from his nightmare, but quickly regain his composure and take a deep breath and say, you know what? I think I feel pretty good, actually. I think I might have gotten out of this storm.
You all right?
And he starts again. Oh, you were there.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you also have kind of a haunted thing going on today.
Well, when in Rome,
What's Rome?
I'm at Barovia.
All right. Well, I thank you for your counsel last night. And
Sure.
also, I am really fucking tired, so maybe as our other kind of hardier of folk in the party, if you want to take lead today, it might be good for all of us.
Teddy takes a moment. He forgot. He forgot that he's hardy now. He's not used
He's
to
a
being
fighter.
hardy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure, I can try to do that. Take the lead. Will you still like whisper decisions to me?
If you really want me to, but I'm gonna be dozing in my saddle, I think.
Nah, I'll take care of it. I've successfully been the face before.
Oh,
You,
is that how you think of
Is
me? Because
that-
I feel like people don't like me most of the time.
ah, uh,
What a
ah.
reaction! Wow, I'm gonna go to my horse who loves me.
I like you plenty, Mink. I'm just anxious all of a sudden about being the leader. But it's fine. I can do it. Get some rest. Take it easy. We got this, Mink. Yeah, you don't have to do or say anything the rest of today. If you
Diota's
don't
just
want
like
to.
slowly blinking as they get up. Wait, why is Teddy the leader now?
Nobody's the leader. I just meant
Oh, no, you're the
front of the
leader.
party.
I'm the boss.
No, Mink. You're definitely the leader.
Okay, well, I'll be in the front at least.
Okay.
Irina will ride up at the front with you, Teddy. She seems keen to get to Valakai.
Oh, hey, we should give Irina, as somebody perhaps mentioned, that non-detection thing we have.
Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be great?
That's
Yeah,
a good
you
idea.
can
I
look
thought she already
non-detection.
had. I thought she already had non-detection for some reason.
I thought that, yeah, is that why we didn't give it to her originally?
Oh, let's double check the character sheet.
Like when she left, maybe. Bismarck, that's not his name. Ismark gave it to her or something.
Bismarck,
Bismarck.
North Dakota.
Or, the guy from Prussian history.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
Oh my.
The thing that the North Dakota town is named for.
No. I
Okay.
don't see anything in her character sheet.
Well, then definitely she should have it.
All right. I shall make a note. And did we assign the Cloak of Protection to somebody?
Teddy, I think.
Teddy.
We had given that to Teddy. Yeah, we gave that to Teddy
Right.
last session.
Okay.
Made a pitch for wrapping it around Graboa, but overall, we decided that probably going with the one who's died seemed reasonable.
Okay. So you're traveling along the road to Valakai. This is going to take most of the day. So if there's anything you want to talk about as you're walking along this road, that it looks interminable, right? It doesn't change. You've got woods on either side. You've got a path. You're just walking on your horses all the day. Mink is dozing.
Yeah, not to be the person who always makes us have a conversation, but we haven't actually decided what we're doing about Valakai.
And we also need to figure out cover stories for you all. You've not maybe done the best job pretending to have 3 parents and be from Doom. People have pretty quickly called out that you're not from Barovia. I don't know. Could you do better with that?
Hey, look, I've been trying to look haunted, and it was working this morning.
Good.
Yoda?
That's good.
Right? Look at this.
Jota's gonna lean over to Mink. Is this flirting?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm very confused by.
I think I think Teddy just wants some normalcy, maybe. So he's
It kind
So
of
he
looks
went
like-
with haunted?
So Mari, what coach me a little. What can I do to make this more Barovian?
Well, can you imitate the style of speech that you've heard from me or other people? That would be a good start.
Yeah, give
All
us your
right,
best Mari impression.
Hang on. Disadvantage performance. Here we go.
Performance check. Yes, yes.
7.
No, you can't, Mink. You accidentally do a French accent.
That's not. I don't know.
I'm
what
committed
voice you're
though. I'm
doing.
gonna keep doing it. I think this is weirdly like Mink realizes he has failed absolutely at like mimicking a Peruvian accent, but just is now like almost like an older sibling to a younger sibling, like, or like a sibling kind of thing going on here of just like, this is not it, and I'm going to keep doing it until somebody gets really mad at me, right? just a little loosening up maybe there.
Good. That's not. Maybe.
I don't know what you mean. This is perfect. It sounds like Barovian.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Could you just maybe not talk and try to look more haunted and sad? Teddy was doing good. It kind of looked like indigestion, but the food here is really pretty shitty too, so that works. Just look really bummed out. And mind your own fucking business. That's a good way to blend in. Can we mind our own fucking business, me?
Well,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
quick question from the scholar here. If we're in the process of trying to find out information in order to get out of here, and we have no real particular leads, thus implying we should probably be asking just about everybody, doesn't that imply that our business is essentially talking to everyone?
No, we should not be asking everybody or talking to everybody. Most people in Barovia don't talk to each other. Mind their own business. And some people are going to want things from the three of you, or want to do things to the three of you, if they find out that you're from outside. Some people probably already have eyes on you for that. You need to be careful.
Jota is going to look in the direction where the swarm of bats came from, and then look at Arena. Yeah. People paying attention to us and or asking us to do things.
Not asking you to do things. Not asking.
Entirely new for us. Yep.
I think we need to go at least to one night to Valakai. We can avoid the Vistani camp where we know there's a spy, get a good night's sleep, and get out in the morning. I want a bed.
It also makes sense to me that if we're trying to appear inconspicuous in any way, shape, or form with a spy with a presence who you keep reminding us can probably watch us from just about anywhere, doing the thing we said we were going to do might make sense. Go to Valakai, stay a night, see if there's any information we can find out while minding our own business. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but perhaps Mari can demonstrate for us. And then, get the hell out of here. Whether I mean Valakai or Barovia, take your pick.
Okay.
Sure.
So
We can do
Valakai
Valakai.
tonight.
And then group from there. Just please try to blend in. don't look at people so much. You all look at people way too much. You have to look at people less.
Okay. Okay. I will look at people less.
Okay.
Is that going to be a
All right.
disadvantage in our perception rolls?
Do you want to? Are you done with traveling on the road? Time to get to Valakai. Is there anything else you want to do before you get to Valakai?
Oh, can Teddy, what was since he had that nightmare, session 7, June 15th, 2024.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like it was yesterday.
Teddy looks through his spyglass. Rolled a wisdom save, 20.
Oh, the spyglass of Teddy's regrets.
He still sees the storm, but if he focuses, he can start seeing through the fog at wider parts of Barovia. If he tries this a few more times, he may be able to master seeing through the spyglass. So Teddy would like to take a look through the spyglass.
Okay. What did I make you roll last time? Wisdom save.
Yeah,
Yep. Crack on.
roll it again. Let's see here. Show me the money.
16. Okay. So let me pull up the map of Barovia. So you're heading on this kind of meandering path between forest, sort of north and then more west as you turn around, or as you go around a bend, and you, as you think where you are on the map is that Valakai is just going to be a more or less straight shot down this path. You put the spyglass up, and it is raining, which does affect the distance that you may be able to see with the spyglass. And you see in the distance what looks like a small town, a conurbation. You can't really make out any details. You can just see kind of like brown wooden or brick buildings, and then a big lake behind it.
Does that sound like the description of Valakai?
Yeah, from what you know, it could be. And as you're looking through the spyglass, you like catch your breath just for a second, and you see all of Valakai on fire, and then you like blink and you're like, oh my god, it's all on fire. And then it's not. It's exactly the same as before. That's interesting.
What the fuck? Teddy says that and puts the spyglass away and continues on top of Trip.
Can I look through your spyglass?
Yeah.
Can you see Valakai?
So why did you say what the fuck?
It's the spyglass of Teddy's regrets.
Just trying to fit in.
Fair.
I guess I don't know that there's any reason why Mink can't. Sure. Teddy will hand make the spyglass.
Okay, Mink is looking at Valakai on the distance.
You can't make anything out through the rain. It's just rain. No matter, like, you're like rain and trees and a hill and...
I go, yeah, what the fuck? And I hand
Right? All right, let's get out of here. Trip, ho!
Trip?
Trip's my horse.
Oh. That makes a lot more sense.
I guess. I don't know if it does.
Okay.
I think I have
So
a
the road
persistent confusion about what... I think this comes up at D&D for me all the time. Land ho means like I see land,
You
right?
see land,
on the
yeah.
horizon, yes.
Uh-huh. So
What-
trip ho
what
is
is-
like, oh, I've seen
what-
my horse.
What is a
If you-
hoy?
Ahoy!
Ahoy
It's like
is
a
a
greeting.
greeting.
Hello. It's like hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or draw attention to something from a distance. What is
Let's go.
Sally
How long was he?
forth? Trip forth. Trip forth. So Sally, it's trip. Trip forth, but don't trip. All right, let's just
Oh
try.
my god, I was going to make
Sally
you make
is a
the trip
verb.
make
I was gonna say,
it
except for
say
that
Yeah,
Sally
I
is
know
the
name's
verb
Sally.
there.
I know Sally. Is a verb. I understand.
The scarecrow comes out of the wood and goes, "You called?
I'm actually Milady.
Steve."
Just a
All
little
right.
scrap of paper painted with a depiction of a scarecrow. Have you seen this scarecrow?
Have you seen this scarecrow? Okay. The road meanders into a valley watched over by dark brooding mountains to the north and south. So you're kind of traveling in the passage between them, but it's not like the mountains are right there. They're quite a distance apart. The woods receive, revealing a sullen mountain berg. I like that.
Love that.
Berg. At last, after what feels like a lifetime of travel, but is more like a day and a half, you see in detail the walls of the town of Valakai, your destination. It does look well enough fortified, with high wooden palisades surrounding it. Thick fog presses up against the wall, which is not unlike the fog that you met when you first entered Barovia. And the fog is moving as though looking for a way inside. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures behind and on watch. As you get closer, you see planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them. What do you want to do?
Well, we're gonna keep our heads down. We're gonna look sullen and haunted, and we're gonna see what these guards need from us to get in.
Irina nods and says, "Yep, it's time to get inside these walls. I've had quite enough." Okay, so as you get close to the gate, one of the guards from behind the gate calls out in an imperious tone, "Halt! Who are you and what is your business in Valakai?"
We're from Doom. I know it's pretty south of here, but we're just traveling through.
But you're coming from the direction of Barovia. Doom is in the other direction.
Right. No, it's not. I've looked at the map. They're both south. Barovia is southeast and Doom is southwest, but they're both south.
Yes, I know they're both south. Have you got a map, though? If you look at the map that you've got, you'll see that there's one road that goes past Valakai, left to right, and one way the road goes south down to Doom, and the other way the road goes to Barovia. So you can't be coming from the way that you've just come and be coming
Oh my
from
god,
Doom.
fine. Okay, then I didn't say that, Debbie, because I've looked at maps.
Well, I mean, there's also the question of if you're saying we are coming from Barovia, or if we are coming from Doom, or we come from Doom. Like, that is the place that we are from.
We're from Doom, we're coming from the town of Barovia, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we're from Doom, but we're coming from Barovia. And we just need to stay in Valakai for the night because, the sun is setting, and that's not when we want to be out here.
What other business do you have in Valakai?
Mind your own
Talked about
business.
this.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
actually say that.
You are
Any-
asking me, a guard of the town of Valakai, to mind my own business, asking you whether you should come into our town,
I want
where
to be very
we will
clear.
keep you safe.
I want to be very clear. Teddy has not been looking at the guard at all. So it's not clear that Teddy was even talking to the guard.
Teddy is in fact talking to his
Fucking
horse's neck.
hell. Oh my god.
Teddy's looking in the complete opposite direction. He's doing everything Murray told him to do.
Oh my god.
And so
Do you
he'll
wanna give a
disguise.
performance check with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Adam, why disadvantage?
All right. All right, I'll play your game.
That is what we're doing. Yes. This is more giggling than I was expecting today. It's very good.
All right. That's
6.
6.
Okay, so the guard initially goes, "You're telling me, a guard of the town of Valakai? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Has he been possessed or cursed? And he's maybe,
Right.
yeah.
Without
okay.
really looking,
Yeah,
Joe just gonna
yeah,
sort of be
We've
like,
seen that before. We've seen that before.
He's not
yeah.
a
I'm
he's
very
not a
sorry.
yeah. He's not a risk. We're hoping to get this addressed in Valakai or
You're better off at
onwards.
the Abbey of St. Markovia
Right.
and Crescent. There's no one in Valakai that can help you with that. I mean, Father, actually, you know what? I'm not giving you any more information until you pass my interrogation.
I mean, thank you though. That's where we were thinking we'd have to head is the Abbey, but we were hoping somebody had made it to Valakai who could help. It sounds like there's nobody. It sounds like we're gonna have to keep heading on after tonight.
Okay, so you basically are asking for safe passage for one night and then you'll be moving out?
Yes, unless there's somebody in Valakai who can help with, his condition.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you might want to check in with Father Lucian at the church, but I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. Before you enter, I do have to ask what your opinion of the Dreadlord Strahd is.
Do I know what they would probably want me to say? What do I know of? I mean, okay, they've got fucking direwolves' heads on pikes outside the town.
Not direwolves' heads. History check to find out what you know about
Okay.
Valakai. Oh, 15.
15?
Yeah, okay. So you know that the current Burgomaster of Valakai is not a supporter of Strahd. Strahd supporters are not allowed in Valakai. So the right thing to say is that you do not support Strahd.
He's fucking, awful. We don't support him. It's partially why we want to make sure we're inside the town before dark.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. All right. You may come in. And as the gate opens, Irina says, I request to be escorted to meet the Burgomaster if possible, or perhaps we could see him tomorrow after the sun rises. And the guard says,
I'm gonna psychic whispers into Irina's head. Irina, fucking keep your head down.
I'm from Barovia, bitch. I know what I'm doing.
I don't think you can respond to my psychic whispers thing. Let me check.
Maybe she says it out loud. The guard says, we'll send someone ahead to the Burgomaster's mansion to let them know to expect you either tonight or tomorrow. No problem at all. Right, you can come in. However, I have to give you a preliminary introduction on Valacadian law. At this, the guard gestures for you to come in so they can close the gate behind you, but they back you up against the gate while he lectures you. And you can tell he enters into rote speech that he has recited this many times. Number 1. Once inside, the mention of the name Strahd is strictly illegal, even in written form. Know that even now as I say the name, it is the last time you will hear it within these gates. Instead, you must refer to the aforementioned individual as the Devil. The noble town holds a festival each week in honor of the residents' general merriment and continued support of the Burgomaster, Baron Vargas Valakovich. As guests of Valakai, you will not be required to aid in the preparation for our festivals. However, if you are in town during the time of a festival, your attendance and participation in each and every festival is absolutely mandatory for the length of your stay. Failure to attend will be in strict opposition to Valacadian law. The next great festival, the Festival of the Blading Sun, will be held in 3 days' time in the town square. You are more than welcome to attend if you have not yet left for Krezk. Failure to
What
comply
did you say?
with any
Blade in sun? Blading sun?
Blazing Sun, Festival of the Blazing Sun. Failure to comply with any Valacadian law will mark you as a criminal in our city, and you will be punished as such in accordance with our justice system. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them.
What's the main reason travelers who aren't familiar with Valakai get thrown in prison here? Or what law do people break without realizing they're breaking it?
Oh, often saying the name of the devil. That won't always get you thrown in prison. You don't want to get on the wrong side of Izek.
Vizek is the Baron?
Izek? No, Baron Vargas Valakovich, no. Izek is his right-hand man. Yep. He's very important here in Valakai. I like him very much.
We love him.
Yeah. You also do not want to argue with any of the judgments that are handed down, nor try to free anyone from the stocks in the town square that you may see. You should not disagree with the Baron.
Sorry, are the Baron and the Burgermeister the same person?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the name of the right-hand man?
Izek.
Izek?
Izek.
Cool. I like my advice of keeping your head down and minding your own fucking business. It's good advice.
Very good advice.
Okay.
Do you have any further questions, travelers?
Is there a cheap inn you recommend with reasonable beds and no bugs?
The only options for accommodation in the town of Valakai is you can either avail yourself of the Burgomaster's hospitality, or you may go to the Blue Water Inn. Yes, nice beds, no bugs. Good hospitality. Nice wine. We do not drink, of course.
Of course.
Just
We being the guards, or we
Generally,
being
or on-
Valakaians generally?
We being the guards. It's
Okay,
a very
good.
serious business taking care of Valakai.
Right, yes. I can tell by all the pikes.
Indeed. Any further questions?
I got nothing.
you mentioned that the father might be able to help us with our friend. Where might the church be located?
Well, if I had a map of Valakai, now would be the time to look at it, wouldn't it? All right. Well, if you imagine that Valakai is a town basically along one road with a bit of a crossroads that goes through it, we are at the furthest east gate. There is another gate furthest west. There is also a gate to the north that leads you to Lake Zarovich. If you want to see Father Lucian Petrovich, he is at the church, which is quite far along towards the western gate. Pretty much the fully other side of town from here. You will probably go past the Blue Water Inn to get there.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
Okay. If there are no further questions, there is one more step before I allow you into the town of Valakai. The weapons registry. Many of our citizens require arms to be able to defend themselves and our fair town, and to conduct their line of work. However, as I'm sure you can tell, we take the safety and security of our citizens very seriously, and as such, can't allow anyone to be running around willy-nilly with weapons unregistered. So we must add you to the weapons register. That way, if your weapon is used to commit a crime, we'll know it was you. Please tell me your name and any weapons that you have on your person.
My name is Garen. I have this Morning Star. I have a javelin. I have a sling.
Are you using a false name, Mink?
Yes.
Could you roll a deception check, please?
Oh, good. We love that for me. Check my-
Also, are you trying to hide any weapons, or was that an honest list?
That is an honest list of my weapons.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm just checking my good boy cards. Okay, we're rolling with disadvantage with deception because I am exhausted.
That you are.
That's a 6.
Please, could you tell me your correct name?
Yeah, I've
What
got nothing for
Counts
charisma.
as correct.
The name that your mother would call you, not a fake name.
Which of my 3 mothers?
I said, and the guard nods as if to say yes, yes.
Okay, that's complicated, but I think what you're looking for is Kahir.
Okay, thank you very
That is
kindly,
the truth.
dear.
For
That is the
GM,
truth,
yes. There is no deception roll needed there.
Yeah, I opened up your character sheet, so.
Sorry, what was the name? What was Mink's real name?
Kahir.
Kahir?
Mm-hmm. Cahir.
And the guard will write down like your name, a brief description of you, furbog, curly hair, your weapons, and a brief description and name of your horse as well, in case your horse is used to commit a crime. You may enter the town of Valakai. Next, please.
My name's Karen.
Is that actually your name?
And
Does someone else want to speak for him?
Well, we know him as Theodore, and as for weapons, Diota's just gonna go over and like start rummaging through Teddy's possessions, like in front of him, be like, do paring knives count? He has one of those.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, paring knives count.
He has shields. Yes, no.
Yeah, we'll just note it. It's no problem.
Okay.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I'm just like sort of like holding up like his arm and like turning him slightly.
Water staff.
Yeah.
What is it? A mace that you've got? Mace.
Yeah, mace and the quarterstaff and yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Theodore. Next, please.
Oh, I guess I was waiting for Mari to go, but Giotto will walk forward. Ink, and there's crossbow, and daggers. I wear some armor, and go through. Pulls out like from what we looted, the bear trap on a chain from his pack, and this. I'm not sure what you'd want to term that.
Oh, okay. Bear trap. Yeah, hunting trap. Okay. Okay. Can you do a deception check for your false name, please?
Okay. That's an edge case. That is not technically a false name. That is a translation of Diota's name.
I think the
You gave
intent
the
is
name
still
Ink?
either to deceive or to like obfuscate, right? So I think it needs to be some sort of charisma check. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be deception, I guess. Performance.
And that was mainly what I was going for. Of like, yes, the intent is to obfuscate, but it is not a lie per se.
I'll let you give a performance yeah, okay.
This will be laughable.
Hmm.
Oh, 9. Not as bad as it could have been.
that's an interesting name. Is that what your mother will call you?
Again, which one?
Any of them? I don't discriminate.
Yes. 2 of the 3.
What would the third call you?
A disgrace.
Mine
Jesus.
too. All right, no worries. And last,
Love that in this fiction we all have 3 moms. No dads in the picture.
that's inside.
Dude,
Or other parents.
scurry to where the others are waiting.
Last, step up. What's your name? What you got?
I'm Mari Moore. I have a silvered short sword and a normal short sword and this short bow and this dagger and another short bow for some reason. And I think that's it.
Were you
Oh,
honest
and
about your
arrows.
weapons?
Yes. I mean, I didn't mention the psychic blades, but they're not materialized right now.
And I don't think they have any way of checking for your psychic blade, so I think that's fine. But you said, what name did you give? Did you give a
Mari
fake name?
Moore. It's a
Like
fake
last
surname.
name more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll that deception check, please.
12.
Yeah. He doesn't ask it. He just writes it down. Captures all your items. Little brief description of you and your horse. Okay. Thank you very much. You may now proceed into Valakai. And then the two guards that have been like guarding and supporting you, they say in perfect unison as they beam enormous smiles at you, "Welcome to Valakai!" After a beat, the smiles drop and they turn back towards the gate, watching the dirt road, like they climb up on the palisade to look over the road that you arrived in from, and they just leave you to your business.
Thanks.
Mm.
Whoa.
Jota's going to lean over to make. I take it back. I prefer it when the people are trying to kill us.
That was really weird. Let's just go sleep, right? Like, just straight to bed?
I mean, how late is it, Debbie? What time of day is it?
Like 4, 5. Sun's
Oh, right, but
probably
Mink
got a-
didn't sleep at all.
Mink didn't sleep, yeah.
You've got maybe a couple more hours of daylight. You've got time. You
Irina,
probably want to find sleep, but
did we know that you were gonna immediately request a meeting with the Burgomaster? Like, what is happening?
that's the etiquette in Barovia.
Okay. Is that
I'm a nobleman's daughter, so I will probably present myself to the Burgomaster.
but we're traveling
Irina?
in disguise.
Yeah, you should not be, like, you are not a noblewoman's daughter anymore. Nobleman's daughter, whatever you said. You're not a person, you're not a noble person, okay?
I'm not a person. Wow, Murray.
Like, we are
come
trying
on.
to fly under the radar and not get noticed. Nobles get noticed.
Did the guards
But now,
question why you were asking? Like, they didn't say, "Oh,
no, it's pretty common. Honestly, like most burgomasters are very front-facing. My father would meet most new people that came into town, just out of politeness. Valakai is not it's not an enormous city. You reckon, like, from kind of the view that you got as you came in, it's probably no more than like 1,500 people. So it's not insurmountable for the burgomaster to meet like 60% of new people as they come into town.
okay." First of all, I'm gonna do an insight check with disadvantage, so it's gonna go
On
badly.
Irina,
Yeah,
Sure.
I just want 11. Just want to make sure that she's not hiding. Do I think she's hiding anything about
no,
this?
she's not hiding anything. She's being like, this is like, maybe you're right, and it's a smart, because she hasn't like pushed it. She hasn't said, "Oh no, I'm definitely going to do it."
Right.
She's kind of thinking about what you're saying, but she's also like, this is the right thing to do. This is her upbringing. This is all of her like
Okay.
quote unquote programming coming in, that she should
Yeah.
present herself to the burgomaster when she comes into town. And she will say, "Oh, it's a good point. I'm happy to, like, you know what, let's go to the Blue Water Inn. Let's sleep there tonight. Go see Father Lucian. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then get me under his protection so I can be safe.
Yeah, yep. Just in the future, can you give us a heads up if you're gonna pull a noblewoman thing, because it was just kind of surprising. That's
I understand. I apologize for yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
giving you a shock, an unwanted shock.
The inn?
Sure, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you entered town through the east gate, and you start following the single main road west, pretty much into town. And now that you're inside the walls, the atmosphere of Valakai is like a smack in the face. The land of Barovia is frightening. There's danger lurking around every corner. It's, bad vibes very frequently. And the world itself is kind of dull and drab and depressing. The exception to that was your one evening spent with the Vistani at Serpool. And even then, you were surrounded by the woods, and you'd step outside the light of the campfire and you did not feel great. Valakai, on the other hand, it's a small town, but the streets are teeming with people and there's signs of life everywhere. The volume of people is shocking after the nearly abandoned village of Barovia. And although you understand that there are strict rules in place for how people live, they seem to be going about their normal lives. They're mostly smiling passively, even if their smiles don't seem to reach their eyes. They're just moving around, carrying things, or entering buildings, exiting buildings, just going about their normal lives. Okay. Have you got a map of Valakai? Why don't I put you on the map of Valakai, Debbie? Yes. Pow. I've moved you. Have you moved?
I can.
It's fully
Not-
dark, but
Yeah.
Fully dark.
yeah, the map changed, but it is looks like Fog of War is
Ow.
on.
On earth do I fix that? Settings. Wait. Light.
Do we just, are we on the map? Like, do we need to drag our tokens on?
Done anything?
No.
Oh,
I
do you
still
need
don't see
tokens on the
anything.
map to be able to see?
Yes.
Yes.
There it is.
Aha! That worked.
You can see now?
I can't.
I think
When
she's
I
still
dragged
working
my,
Okay.
tokens.
oh,
Okay, let
Mine
me
doesn't
drag.
let me drag my token. know what's
Murray,
happening.
I got you.
Thank you.
drag from your
Damn. Does that
the
work?
words. Yeah. I don't see anyone else's token besides mine.
I also still don't have sight. Drag from the words, not the I see, not
Yep,
the token.
drag. Yep. your
Okay, now
word.
I have sight because I dragged my words. So I probably landed in a totally different place than, yeah, okay. I think
just
I'm
on the
gonna put
road
myself
somewhere.
up here. I think that's Mink. Yeah.
Here.
Mhm.
So we got who are we missing? Teddy? Have we got
and
you?
I guess technically Graboa.
I can get Teddy. There's Teddy.
Where's
And there's Graboa.
that? Okay. Okay, cool.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So where you are right now, to the left of you, is a stockyard. Where is the description of the stockyard? Oh, it's in the book, obviously. 1 moment, please. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arasek Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colourful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on the side spells out the word Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
In the spirit of not looking at things and people, Mink is keeping his head down and trying not to notice anything
Very
that
nice.
might make him activate.
I like that.
Mari is like doing what she usually does, which is like trying to notice everything without looking like she's noticing anything.
Gerboa, or
Yeah.
not Gerboa, Diota has kind of, might, like, nudge, Mink to almost, like, take the reins of Diota's horse as they're riding, and is going to very much, like, position their head so that they just sort of look like they're plodding along, looking maybe at the road, and is going to be just entirely looking through Gerboa's senses.
Oh, okay.
Who's kind of perched on my shoulder, so it's not like flying around, gaining attention.
Yep.
But
Okay. So as you continue along the road, you don't you don't see anything odd. It's like houses around, like little buildings, a little shop here or something there. And you can get to this point on the map where the main road continues ahead, but there is a short fork to the left, and you see the town square. Would you like to divert to the town square, or are you continuing straight ahead?
Is straight ahead the way that we think it is to the inn?
didn't Mari come through this town?
No, I'm from Doom.
The other type. Didn't you pass through this with your friends on the way to Death House?
Oh, would I have? Because
Well, we
that's
Determined
the
that there's
road goes
one
up.
road, and it,
Okay, then yes. So do I know? Is
Gonna
this the way to the inn?
Sorry, that is a difficult question. You don't know because you didn't stay at the inn. You stayed in the Vistani wagon at the Vistani camp outside of town.
Okay.
Well, the guard said that the church is kind of past the inn, and the church is on the main road. So I think the main road here, although it's weird to have the town square off the main road, but
Does-
I don't.
does Diota looking through Gerboa see anything going on in the town square? Any, like, obvious major hubbub or anything?
No, but the town square is kind of central and bustling. It looks like there's more shops and homes enclosing it. There's more going on there than anywhere else. You would think that it might not be a bad idea to go through the town square to get a vibe of the place. And you can see, like, it does have a road going out the other side, so you feel like there's like the main road through the town, and then there's like a little duck off to the town square. So you don't think it would be like out of your way.
And do we see anything along the main road, sort of like roughly between here and where that other road would rejoin the main road, that looks like a church?
You don't see any church buildings close by. You think it's further along.
Mari would be trying to just take the most direct path to the inn, unless other people say they want to go to the square.
Okay.
We don't really know where the inn is. I think diverting to the square would be a way to find the inn. If there's only one inn, it's also kind of likely it's at the town square
I suppose that's true, yeah.
as kind of a central hub. So I say we divert to the square, and if we don't see an inn, then we ask for directions, because probably the square is where we're likely to come across a vendor who wants to sell us something and will give us information.
That makes sense.
All right. So if you go down this path, this is the town square. Kya? The town square is central and bustling with the most activity. The shops and homes that enclose the square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a crumbling stone fountain where a few townsfolk draw water. In the center of the square, there is a large wooden platform about 4 feet tall. This square stage features stocks lined up around the edges and facing outward towards the rest of the square. Locked in the stocks are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of this platform is an empty gallows, a trio of nooses hanging ready and waiting. They are on full display to the townsfolk, clearly a punishment for some heinous crime. The guards' words echo in your mind. All around the square are posted proclamations that read, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron." The date of the Jamboree has already occurred, making the proclamations out of date. As you stand, gobsmacked for a moment, a pair of town guards move into the square, one of them tearing down the old proclamations whilst the other posts the following new one. "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendants and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron."
It's weird that they're calling out children specifically, right? Attendants and children mandatory. It's weird.
Are they saying that you need to bring your children or that you must have children?
I don't know.
Just keep your heads down. Okay?
I'm saying this like while my head is literally down because I'm still looking through Gerboa's sensor.
I know this is weird. I know things are weird. Just don't get involved. We don't have to be involved with everything. We
Okay.
really don't have to be involved with everything.
Where's the inn then? Let's just find the inn.
Yeah, let's find the inn. Are there any shopkeepers in the square, or really it's just this stage with people probably gonna get hung?
Do you want to make a perception check to see what you can see
Sure.
in terms of like shoppy signs around?
Yeah, I'm very practiced at looking at things without looking at things. Okay, maybe I'm not. I rolled a 4.
You are just so overwhelmed by this number of people and this amount of busyness and the goings on that you don't see anything helpful.
Can I take a look around to see if there's anything that I would recognize as a shop?
You surely can.
Or the inn. I guess the inn could be in
Or
the
the
square.
inn, yeah, which was like was it the Blue Water?
Yeah.
23.
23. Okay. So with the 23, you see a few useful bits of information. So around the square, the town square, there are a few buildings that are obviously flagged as shops. You see there is a blacksmith and leather workers, like slightly to the north side of town. You see an apothecary, like right here. And you see a bookstore over here.
Diota's going to snap back into their senses and like, perhaps we could ask at that store.
Pointing at the bookstore.
Yes, very much so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, fine. We're not shopping though. Just going.
We don't have to.
Okay. And please don't act like you're weird.
Do we just want to shift who we're here to help from Teddy to me?
I think we need to be here to help Teddy also. Don't think we should shift that. I'll stay outside with the horses if you want to just go ask where the inn is and then come back.
Yeah, sure.
The horses can't go inside. I don't know. That's not something you typically do in Barovia.
Jota will hop down off of their horse and approach the bookstore.
You can go in, and the door does a little, like a tinkly bell ding as you go in. And there's, it is a small-ish shop with like one row of bookshelves. The bookshelves are not full by any stretch of the imagination. But there is parchment, calligrapher's tools, empty journals, like bookbinding supplies, and you can hear like a old-fashioned printing press running. And there is behind like a little counter, there is like the cutest little old man you've ever seen. Oh, hello! Come in!
Hello, sir. My friends and I are traveling through town, and we neglected to ask the guard during his very impressive recitation of the rules for being in Valakai where the Blue Water Inn was.
Oh, yes. Well, welcome to Valakai. My name is Yonovich. This is Yonovich and Sons, the bookmakers.
Are your sons
What was
present?
your question?
Oh, good. Where is the Blue Water Inn?
Oh, just north, out the front door. Turn left, straight up that road, and you will walk into it. But don't, you might hurt yourself.
Ah, thank you. Very fair. Please, pardon me. Let me just inform my friends, and then I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Diota's gonna stick his head out the door. Follow that road straight into it. Bye. Ducks back into the bookstore.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So tell me, what types of... And you can skip to outside now. And let the party decide what they're going to do with the fact that Diota has ensconced themselves in the bookstore.
Completely predictably.
Mink, Diota is your friend or charge or something. Can you please go get them so we can go to the
Can they just be in their happy place for a minute and they'll join us at the inn? Or I mean, I think, is it really that bad if they stay for a little while?
Things seem probably safe as long as you don't look below the surface level. So it's probably fine. Yeah, things seem good. Yeah, we can
Okay.
just leave them
How
here at the
about-
bookstore. Things are great.
Yeah, okay, we'll go secure a spot at the inn, and then if Diota has not made their way back to us by that point, we will fetch them and say it's time to go to the church. No more of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Does that work? Okay.
sure.
Okay. Mink is like trying to read Marty, like, is this actually okay? Because he is trying to like trust her on this.
Mari is like not sure because she's not sure if Diota can not Mari's worried about people blowing their cover or breaking a rule and ending up in stocks, etc.
If I think Diota is quite likely to just stay inside looking at books without talking to anybody for as long as we let them. So I think as safe things go, unless there's a hidden danger in the bookshop, I think they're pretty safe.
Right, and that's probably not against the rules. Okay, sure.
Okay. So we'll leave Diota to look at their books and go to the inn.
They're like weeping gently inside.
At the books, weeping gently.
Yes, just at the presence of books again.
I see. Well,
That's our cover.
Ionovich is like, well, if you would like to peruse the supplies, you make yourself at home, you're welcome. I'll just go and do some more printing. If you need me, just holler. I'm quite deaf, though, so you might have to give it a good old yell.
I appreciate that.
And this little old man turns and walks like towards the noise that you can hear. The slowest pace you've ever seen a human being walk, but they're going. So you're welcome to just hang out in here for as long as you want. And the group outside, you want to make your way towards the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Okay, hang on. Let me get you your description. So you walk straight north from the town square. Grey smoke issues from the chimney of a large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
Are the ravens doing a don't come in dance?
No. They are silent.
I make prolonged eye contact with a raven. I don't know. I don't think Rink wants anything from this so much as it's just like real raven, polymorphed human raven.
The raven does not react in any way to you staring at it. It like hops around or like caws a little bit, flies away, or doesn't. Like it ravens.
Okay.
Well,
Go get some rooms.
yeah, if the ravens seem like they're not trying to tell us not to go in here, we can get checked in. I probably would have brought Diota's horse, because I don't think you should just leave horses randomly.
Yeah.
We can put them in the stable that the inn presumably has.
You can. There's a hitching post outside. You can just tie them up outside for a moment while you go inside and find out what the story is.
Okay.
Okay. So as you go in, damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches all along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase on one of the walls. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All of the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in a dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. Upon entering the tap room, there is an unexpected bustle to the place, with many patrons sitting at tables or moving around the tavern area. It's not a jovial atmosphere, but it seems folks feel safe enough to relax a little. It's filled with the smell of freshly baked bread. There's a crackling fire warming the space, and it seems like there are a few actual genuine smiles around. Would you like to go further in, approach the bar?
Yeah, it's they're like an innkeeper, bartender, somebody who looks like they're in charge here.
There is a... Where the fuck is the description? There is a person behind the bar. What do they look like? I guess it's as good as mine. Because it's not giving me the information.
That's probably okay. We can probably just get checked in with them.
This person,
Whatever they look like.
they're there. You do not know what they look like. It's really weird.
That's fine.
Like,
Subsequently, 6 pages later, Debbie finds out, oh, it's Strahd. Don't know why that wasn't noted up front.
I know it's not Strahd. It's a woman. That's all I know. Oh, newbies! I know I haven't seen you in town before, and I'm real good with faces. Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. I'm Danica. My husband Erwin and I own this place. So how can I help you? I assume you need help.
Right, we need rooms for the night.
Okay. A bed for the night is 5 silver. That includes hot beet soup and fresh bread for dinner. You can upgrade if you want a wolf steak for dinner. That's an extra 5 silver each.
How much money do we have? Do we have money, y'all? I have no money written down. We have party money, right?
250 gold while my computer was glitching, I thought.
I have some money from just like what was on me when I teleported.
We also have a
to Barovia.
substantial amount of money in, like, loot.
and
Right, that we
stuff
just haven't
for.
split up, right? Okay.
Yeah, we've just been
Cool.
keeping that in the party loot on the spreadsheet.
That's fine. Yeah.
So if
I was
it's
just concerned when I saw that I was broke.
if it's 5 silver a piece, there are 5 of us with
Irina.
Irina.
Be able to pay for herself, right?
That's like, yeah, that's okay. So it's either 2.5 or 2 gold.
Mink will just pull 2.5 gold, well, 2 gold, 5 silver out, and assumes Arena can pay him back if she so chooses to pay for 5 rooms.
Wonderful. Okay. Do you have horses that you need to stable? You smell like you do.
That's not nice. And yes.
It doesn't have to be nice if it's true. Okay, you can stable your horses here. That'll be an extra silver per horse.
That's another
5
half gold.
horses. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so I
3
just
gold
gave,
total.
3 gold instead of 2.
All right, how about this? I'll get my boys, Brom and Bray, to show you up to your rooms. You can get settled in, and when you're ready for your food, you come back down and we'll feed you.
Sounds good. One of our party is not with us. They'll be arriving later. Do we need to do anything to set that up, or do we just say like, hey, that's the one? And
You can sort that out. Well, you can just say like that room. No problem.
okay.
Okay. So 2 young boys come like barreling out from like the back room where you think the kitchen is, and they're like, hello, I'm Brom, I'm Bray, follow us. And they like run to the stairs and like up the stairs, as only young boys are wont to do. Just young people. You know what young people are like when they're all young?
So much
Ugh.
energy. It's fucking horrible.
It's horrendous. Absolutely the worst. All right. I'm going to have to drag your
Worst.
character sheets onto this map. But I also, looking at the time, think we probably... Oh, Jesus.
Am I on the roof?
I dragged myself.
You're
I'm
on the
putting
roof.
myself
Come
in
down here. Come down here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Get in here. You're somewhere in here.
I'm on the roof still.
Where are you?
On the roof.
On the roof? Oh, my God. This is a nightmare. Just hold on. Let me drag you. Get in there. You're next to Mink.
Debbie, why do we need a map for the inn?
You just always need a map. There's Teddy. Oh, Diota's not here. Don't drag Diota. Okay.
Diota's
Yeah,
happy.
that'll do. Diota is in their happy place. Yeah, so you go up these stairs. Oh, wait, I can give you... Can you see Brom?
I can't see
Right.
anything.
Do you see
Uh,
these?
Oh wait,
well,
I'm just in
the
the
problem
wrong
is that-
place entirely.
the light sources and fog of war stuff. So like I saw you moving a token, but it's off the side. That's like higher than we can see because there's a wall in the way.
You see it now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So you can follow these 2
Gray-haired
lads up the
children.
stairs. Yeah. Yeah. It's totally normal. Totally fine. And they will bring you up here. And they're going to suggest that you stay in some of these rooms. Hang on, I need to look at whose room is which. M. L. You can have. Okay, fine. So what we can do is we can put you all in one room, or you can go in 2 separate rooms. What would you prefer? Do you all want to be in the same room, or do you want to be in different rooms?
Mink would be angling to have a private room if possible.
Private
And
room on their
barring
own, you can't have. You can
Okay.
have. You can share with one of your friends or all of your friends.
Then I think Mink would attempt to set up so that it was him and Diota, but also maybe Irina because he wants, well, I guess defer to Irina and the others how they want to do it, but that makes sense to him because he's trying to protect her. So
Irina.
Mhm.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
So Mink, Diota, and Irina in one, Teddy and
Mhm.
Mari in the other.
Okay, I've lost Murray's character sheet. I can't see it.
I'm
There
still
it is. I
downstairs.
got it. All right. Get here. Come here. Teddy and Marie, Mink, Diota, and Arena. It looks like there's only 2 beds, Mink, but there's actually 3. You're fine.
One of them's just like a roll away. Like, yeah.
All right. So we'll check you in. You're at the Blue Water Inn. Diota's in the happy place of the bookshop. I think we can leave it there for today. Does that sound good?
Sounds very
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. None of you are dead. Again. Except Peaceful Steve. Very sad.
Poor sweet angel, gone to his rest.
Poor sweet angel scarecrow Steve. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much, players, for surviving another session. And you made it to Valakai, and there's so much to explore. Hee. Good time.
Everything is fine and normal here.
Everything
Yep.
is great. Welcome to Valakai.
There is no war in Bossing Say. Everybody should
Exactly.
watch.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. When are we playing? A couple of weeks?
Yeah, we're playing on March
Okay.
1st.
Very exciting. In a couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll see you then. Join the Discord, !Discord, to get updates and announcements on what we're up to if anything changes. And hopefully we'll see you then. So from everybody here, a big thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves, particularly at the moment. Drink some water. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.